Dang. 1, 2. Always takes a decent minute. Alright. Works. Oh, first thing first, thoughts for Randy. He was in a car that flipped today. Looked intensely brutal. And man, like the instantaneous that can just, I don't know, just tear you out of your moment, that's for sure. Getting down to the maybe. Let us see. Two more seconds of sifting. Alrighty. Oh, I'm sure I got a hook up here somewhere. Tied another wet hackle. I was gonna tie more of them tonight, but anyway, cool. Trying to get a little better at those. Kind of sifting through different types of patterns that alright. Pull some, let me zoom in here. Hope everyone who sees this is having a ideal evening. I, yet again, allowed time to just melt by, but has a tendency to do that more and more, it seems. There's still skaters out there. So I got the bucktail, so I could I wanted like, excuse me, a little more green on top rather than yellow, the tippy top. Oh, it's holding. Oh, shoot. Alright. So, still going with this. I use black. I like Adding the peacock curl on top now. Black curl it. Helps me at least feel like I'm getting more depth, so I've been doing that. I know, me too. It's one thing after another consecutively. I mean, judging by the videos they keep passing and stuff on YouTube, there's true chaos brewing. Very, very intense, like, times nationwide. Trying to get a little better at this here bump. I also have been seeing, oops, because the flash always bugged me. It always felt uncertain, so I'm gonna try to add bucktail first. Try to remember to add bucktail first. So I have something to ramp up from. I have to here. Oh, right on. Sweet. I'll put these in the middle. I don't mind trying to smush some of that. Oh. Um, Also, that Tigo fly stuff, this long. I'm sure many companies have a product like this. I don't know. I know like Fire. Wait, is it like? Shoot, I forget. But this was on sale for $2, and since ordered the light, it was free shipping. So real stuff on that. Took a while to learn not to use too much of it, but it's become like a favorite to mess with. It's make I'm trying to learn to tie saltwater soppers, so any long, super shiny holographic material is pretty nice. But it really is starting to feel like fall out there, so won't quite be like the gates of hell, which isn't so bad. And there's a few spots where it doesn't matter if it's a million degrees. It's there's spots and nooks. And honestly, like after like 2 p.m. is the sun's behind the condos, so even the beach does have shade. Whoops. Hello, Ferk. Is it Ferk? Oh, Frank. I am learning to, anyways. Then, if I can master it with proper materials in a post-apocalyptic setting, I should do pretty well with, like, found materials. There's a kid in Miami, or 2 kids in Miami, but they have okay, so they make cars and do a lot of car related stuff, right? But they're getting a show, and my mom's she's like, oh, that's so nice. After a few minutes of showing like their creations, why are these kids making a show for post-apocalyptic like vehicle? And kids are making like tanks and shit. It's really badass, but I didn't see it. I just overheard like kind of talking out loud to the news. Shit! I forgot to use yellow feathers in the middle, because I quite liked how that came out. What is this? Massive. Let's see. Nice lemony. And Marcy study, I'm really happy to ship any out because they're kind of piling up, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to really get out much. It's been one intense situation after another. All good, no complaints, but yeah, not a thing. Sentient feathers. But getting a little better at steering the spines. Hey, Victoria. Nope, no thanks though. Or, no. um, I think it was something different a long time ago. Now that I'm, like, I know that's not what you're referring to, but I just now thought of that again. I can't even remember what it was originally called. Pretty dang stoked on this stuff. Wow! It feels totally different than the pearl. It's so soft. I'd like to perhaps use different materials. That's so thin. I'm in love with this stuff, but I'm still like completely ignorant towards proportions and like when too much is too much and that kind of thing. So it's taken a while to feel like yeah. Sweet. And it's yellow, or yeah, for the belly. I'll still use the chartreuse because the yellow meat I like. And this for the belly. Trying to do kind of like a fire tiger, but I totally forgot the yellow feather. I'm gonna add this thing. Okay. So we got a little bit of this, and then this will be what the flash is like kind of sitting on. Because it really never feels all that right with, oh shoot, I don't really want a naked shank. I want naked shanky. So, place some of this. A dream. The Spirit River Lightning Dub Sherbert. I used reverse image search to make sure I got the right color. Please excuse me. Oh, also got some of the Flysmith's poly yarn today because I do want to figure out how to tie the parachute flies without distress. Because I think those I'd have a really good time fishing as far as dry flies. Just the kind of structure and like how it's super centered and all that. I think maybe it would help have a little bit of an easier time. Excuse me. Yes. Just doing a little bit. But man, this made sense. Because I really like the deceivers a lot. It's some things I'm not really sure how to present at all. But I can only look up so many things at once. I really just need to get out there. But man, one day I'll catch a break surely. But until then, I have just about enough energy to sit at my desk, zenned out. Man, intense time. I just can't get over like the like entire nation like so now I think everybody's freaking out. Well, I'll come back to that. I also have to like do that now. I have to get better at the Z-mint because man, this stuff dries hard before I can get it flattened out. Well, guess let's see what happens. Guess flash. Save your receivers. And since I always overdo flash, I have to do this in a few different parts. I don't overdo it, but like either just is wonky in one way or another. This stuff is lovely. Don't know who makes it. There's one shame about getting like decently old stuff on eBay. Some of this stuff is hard to figure out how to get more of. That and some things are bound to have their variations already. All that work for where'd you go? Okay, well, enough of that. So, here. And it feels like, gosh, I don't know. It's a really nice, thin flash. Also, yeah, I don't have a local fly tying shop, so a lot of stuff. Like, it blew me away to see how many, just like, brushes, EP brushes, and physically couldn't choose. Yeah. I just want to see if this is like an appropriate setting for this. I don't want to be like choking anything or anything like that where it. Oh, I quite like it though. I really. Shoot, my bad. You're not gonna be able to see the. Kind of. They're so thin. Let me nip this real quick. Ow. Oops. The last little bit of holographic stuff up on the side. Oops. Should have done and trimmed all that, but I really can't stand doing it this way. Like, I can never get it to the other side very gracefully. But it's really murked out water, so I really want flashy anythings. So I really gotta learn how to attach the stuff. Let's see. Oh man, my. Hope you're good on that. About to say something really stupid. I wish the world had salt water. I mean, I guess if like, you know, I mean, maybe it will one day. Shit. But like any form of, oh shit, sure I'm not. Just seems like swimming and being in water. It's so cold in here right now that all my wax, like... Okay. Ow. Also... Yeah. So all I need are some cargo shorts and a pack of V-neck t-shirts, and my transformation is complete. I will be my own grandfather from now on. And my grandpa every single day wore the same exact thing. It was just cargo shorts, white V-necks, and like how Tomb Raider's closet is just like white t-shirts. My grandpa's closet looks like. Oh yeah. So I'm wondering if the belly should go on now. Oh shoot, I forgot like the feathers on the side. Oh no. Guess I could just Sharpie stripes, try that, but I don't really want to do that. I feel like if I add hackle feathers now, I'll get all in the oh. If I had like black like hair, that fish hair stuff, would that be, or no? Well, more to lose down there, I suppose, because that's the reason why I'm trying to stick to a few specific things so I can have a mess of them out there. Then I won't have the urge to like not throw them in water. Very murked out water, but at least there's no gators in the ocean. I do miss the gators though. I don't know why attaching to this side just always feels super awkward. Well, if I put it there, there's all this room up here. Shoot. I'll just put it in this little waiting room. I like this color combination. Ooh, playing a dangerous game with these scissors. All on the edge, everywhere. Dang. Well, maybe I could still do the, sorry, just blurt that out of nowhere. These guys. Son of a snatch. Yeah, I might do a Sharpie thing later. Or alcohol marker. Are Sharpies considered alcohol markers? Oh, I guess that should, God dang, this is flattened. Alright. Can I like brush it and it release its inhibitions? Oh god. Yeah, this song's stuck in my head now. I was always playing at like dollar stores. Loud too. My mom was real into that song when it came out. Make it rain. Might be a bit much. I'm gonna look something up real quick. So, in a new work area, if you will, had to move back home, unfortunately, which, to be real, the rent was like insane, but you know, it wasn't by choice or anything. I had to move back in with my mom because my dad recently passed away. Fucking asshole. But the getting there slowly moved everything, at least like material wise here, and most of my clothes are just gonna be in storage and stuff, which is nice. It's one less thing to stress about because storing stuff is no joke. Oh yeah, let me look something up real quick. Oh, this desk is killing me though. It's too short. And so I hold my leg up weird. Fat fingered fly tire. Deceiver. Really good site. There's step-by-step imagery. That's not. I just never quite know for the secondary layers, or I guess say that. I don't know how. I don't know how. Ooh, that went down. But like the proportion, like where to end it. That feels a little right. Still a really exposed area on that. This doesn't. There's. Wait, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, I was. Okay, that's what I was doing. It's too quiet in here sometimes. But BB gun's been fun. Never really had one growing up. I remember messing with like airsoft guns, but not a proper BB gun. It's been sweet. So my mom's been collecting cans. Not collecting them, but if she drinks something from a can, she lovingly rinses it and puts it in a bag. It's interesting how every single bit of bucktail acts differently. Some you could pull down on that and it'll poof right out, and then sometimes not at all. And did get a new UV light finally, too, a handheld one and a one I could finally set stuff down. And I think it goes up to like 300 seconds or something. So mad about those damn feathers. Maybe I should just add them anyway. Or if I use really, really thin ones. Yeah. Oops. No. Yeah. I mean, what is wet is so sleek, so I think I'm worrying for nothing a little bit. Hopefully. I always forget how to cut it. Angles matter a lot. Got these. Why does it feel like forgetting the feathers really, I think, threw me for a loop. Everything feels so off. Feels really off. Mm. Ah, yeah, the hell feels very forgetting. I just like maybe added stuff at weird times. Hey, this might be a good one to try to put a head on it. I have these plastic heads. Sing a song. No. Anyways, let me see. like liquid light from falling glass. Oh, my mom's awake. Yeah, it's definitely been brutal in these parts. Just curious. Alright, I can't believe I forgot this damn feathers. So I'm just gonna make this one look super artificial looking. Well, the other ones are also, but Alcatraz. I've been showing my mom the same news stories on different sites and she's pissed. Because she's from a generation, you know, you watch the news for some form of update. And then, or else I'll show her like something that's covered on and it's like out of context. So I'll find the full or whatever. And then I heard her watching like a video on someone being catfished. And just hear, that doesn't even look like him. Yes, some lady thought she was in an online romance with some soap opera, which sucks. Like, the fact that that's a thing is really heartbreaking mostly. People already losing everything, including their minds. And then you got like, she's been going through her vinyl, her records. Listen to I. Oh gosh, it feels like ah. I hate when that happens. It's the worst feeling. You're just like slipping. Not sure if I'm going to peacock curl. I mean ostrich. I mean peacock. Yeah, peacock or just ostrich. I think that do be fine. Oh. I'm just doing some yard clearing today. Kind of forget how fast weeds here grow because of the rain. It does rain a lot. And that definitely keeps busy. Which I bet I need sun, like I do. I get real depressed if I don't go out in the sun. And sometimes don't really, I guess, like have much to do for long periods. So sometimes I really don't, I mean, I never really mind, but sometimes it's quite enjoyable, I guess. Besides, there's this one that's like, holy crap, it's the strongest weed on planet Earth, probably. I'm not sure about that, though, 100%. I might add a few more in the center, like dead center, but God, I already forgot about this stupid, and I just made it worse. What happened? Let me scrounge up 2 more. Just use these. Tree. Oh. Nevertian. Why did that pop into my mind? Come on. Let's go space trucking. Aye. Son of a snatch. I don't even know why I'm going back here. Alright, out. My mom's awake. That means the AC went back on. Jeez. Yeah. I need help from y'all northern folk. I need some recommendations as far as clothing that actually... Hey, Donna. Oops. Let me get this. Pain is nature's way of reminding us we're alive. But, yeah. Again, hope all is good. Still... Shoot. I always do that backwards. And then I look up, like, which direction to whip, finish, and then I read what direction, and then I forget what direction. This is every freaking time. I really need to find like a local tying community or a train ticket. Kind of want more of a hump in the next one, so I want to like when you tie like in the center and fold the material and then push it back. Some like feather bits. Because I don't want such pointy fish. I want preferably more bulbous fish, like a and I think also too it'll make it easier for me to add eyes, like big eyes. One of the fish that I want to imitate big bad is I need to add some saltwater tires. Found one dude that has streamers like really similar to what I feel like I could live off of here. And flat wings. I haven't given flat wings a go yet, but still really unclear on what feathers to focus on. And it's reminding me of someone and I can't put my finger on it. Well, that straw will get wet. If I didn't forget the feathers, I'd be so stoked right now. Well, no, probably not. I'd probably be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that with some other thing. But I don't mind that one bit. I'm not complaining or trying to be like self-deprecating or whatever. I am learning via internet, y'all, and tinkering, and sometimes, God, I'm loving it more and more. And that's what happens every time. The color mix right here. Like when I start getting this stuff down, I'll be able to impersonate anything. Well, not, you know what I mean? Imitate anything. And that's what I was going to say. Goggle eyes. Goggle eyes going to be a hoot. Use big old goggle eyes to tie some goggle eyes. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah. I'll never be bored ever again in my entire life. That's crazy. I really like how this came out. So let me be right back. give him a... I think so. I really like how it came out. Oop. Forgot the stripes. Definitely have to get some green. This green. I only have this little scrap, but just a tiny little pinch of it. It just added nice depth. But dang, this is pretty close to how you can make a bar jack also. Wanna figure out a more bulbous head. Well, there's that. I do want to find the patterns I used to run into for the feather duster. I did come across one, and it's new. It's really old, but it's new. So, it's like the perfect colors too. I want to tie some onto a hook and drop it in a cup of water to see what it moves like. This light has a mind of its own. I can never bend it. Man, so, well, my mom can't sleep, so maybe I should probably go and sit out there for a little bit and watch 1970s game shows. Oh yeah. So she'll be watching these like 60s, 70s game shows, and she's just listening to Metallica on her phone, because now she's, yeah. It's amazing how bad my dad wrecks their phone. He must have signed up for like all kinds of sweepstakes. One phone, he downloaded a bunch of like phone cleaning apps, which I don't know how it was even physically possible to download that many apps. It might have been like a virus or something. Then there was an ad on the phone that even restarting the phone, as soon as the phone rebooted, the ad would pop right back up. So I haven't seen that yet. I did find a little thing. There's a elephant inside of it. It's just one piece of wood. I see these a lot in different like things, but pretty neat. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, you're tired if you're like starting to like massage your own legs, because oh my god, the back and forth and yeah, but been just steady, just slow, and it's easy to get disheartened like with large tedious things like organizing an entire house that um I've been starting in the other rooms, and it is magnificently intense. It's brutal, but like, because I can't just stick a bunch of stuff in boxes and then store the boxes somewhere. There's no way. I would never be able to focus in this house. There's just a bunch of boxes of random stuff. But, so like, clearing a space, I'd love to kind of like a ton of projects, and like was organizing things, so got a sort of bunch of like nozzles and PVC pipe fittings and tools, and make sure no screws and like screw bits and drill bits don't get tossed and stuff like that. And unfortunately, seemingly every other human being I've ever seen like clear a different person's space tosses all that shit. Like I remember like digging all kinds of like none of this is garbage. Like this person's gonna want all this stuff. It's just gotta be like organized. But yeah, looking up organization like furniture, like a bunch of lockers would be sweet, but they're doo expensive. My dad found those on the side of the road, and the like particle board stuff. That's Florida. If you get a roof leak or something like that, then you have a big old marshmallow in the middle of your room. And if it, honest, Pink Panther is really. I don't remember too much about Power Rangers, but to this day, I do enjoy a good SpongeBob or Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah. Hey, the first two seasons of SpongeBob are genuinely great. The first episode is a fever dream, though. It's stuck in my mind because I've recently seen it again. But there is one show that's on YouTube here. It's not a cartoon, but I always wonder if other people have seen it. It's called Black Books, and it's a show in the UK. It's the Irish comedian Dylan Moran. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right. But dude is hilarious. Hilarious. I never understood why, like, he never made it more widespread here. Asterix? Is that like that cat? No. Wow. Is it barbarian? Gaelic warrior? Barbarian of the North. That's really nice. I like the, it looks 80s. I like the 80s cartoons a lot. Or when is this from? Look, I don't discriminate music-wise, and my mom will pick up on a few of the songs every now and then, and she's out there listening to Monoxide. Oh gosh. No. Anyways, I wonder if this is, no, it's probably not. Michael Shaw. That is that is exact. Do you know how many times I tried to describe or to tell that to people and they act like that's just a non-issue? I need access to resources and like Salute Romeric and yeah. But here, let me look. When 1959. Asterix the Gaul was first published in Pilot magazine in 1959. Like cartoon. $1967. Why? That's intense. That's true. Animated films starting in the 70s. Wow. It's so crazy. I always overlook the, like, I have Peanuts and a few other, like, comic strips, but I have a tendency to associate a lot with, like, comic book art, I think. Everything looks like the 80s to me. Yeah, my mom listens to the Flysmith, or the Ty's Fly streams. I can't wait to be awake at the same time. 9 o'clock has been a hit or miss hour. Yeah, sorry. After this, I'm going to finally move this amp out of the way because I have a bunch of stuff that I gotta get the hell out of that back room. I don't know if anyone here was there during the time that I was tying in the back corner at my parents' house, which is here, and the back corner was like 110 degrees because it has 2 huge freaking windows. Not even the issue. The issue is all of the insulation leaning up on said windows. During the day, the sun bakes this insulation. It emanates heat like it's radioactive. Like, you could base a comic book off of this freaking drywall and insulation leaning up on the window. And it's so big that it's just, it takes moving everything. And I was never able to do that because just, I don't know. I like organizing stuff. Whether or not, like, my parents ever wanted to take advantage of that, I wasn't able to move a lot of furniture because it kicked dust up, and my dad was convinced he was allergic to dust, which I've never seen a single bit of evidence for that. I swear to God. Like, not a sniffle, not a sneeze, nothing. It just, but it would bring everything to a standstill, and like uh so there isn't like a lot of momentum and stuff. And as a kid, like, he had nothing growing up, so he already had like a bunch of like I guess like attachment things. Like, you could tell if he really liked something if he hid it in his closet type of I'm sure there's a name for it. I wish I knew it. But yeah. And really closed off, so it's really weird to like get to know someone like uh, like, my dad was an open book, but like with like, you know, like fight stories and stuff like that, not like the like innards, and everybody's got them. The Conjuring. That happened in Pennsylvania? There is a movie that I've been wanting to see, and I did see that it was on YouTube TV, which, however, that is on a friend's TV where all my other stuff is. I just haven't had the focus to even watch it, because certain movies, like, I'll put it off for a long time if I actually want to watch it, and I don't even know how I didn't come across it already, but the Lighthouse, it's like a psychological, it looks like filmed in 1875 or something somehow, but I think Daniel Radcliffe's in it. But I haven't got a chance to. I want to watch that and Mr. Peabody and the Mermaid after. Because that's a really good one. Very aesthetically pleasing movie. Like, you know how they have those memes where it's like dudes will see this and just think, yeah? Like, I think that too about mermaids. Like, chicks will see that and just think, yeah. Man, I love a good mermaid movie. I don't care what the genre is. I don't know why. And there's a lot more, like, folklore, like Mami Wata in Africa, and the, oh, I forgot. There's, like, mermaid-like entities, if you will. A lot in West Africa, I believe. Is that where... God, excuse my ignorance. Is that Toto? See, that globe wasn't decoration, y'all. Sometimes I forget, like... Hey, man. That's one of the #1 spots I want to see one day. It'd just be sweet to go from one tip to the other. But anyway, I cannot sit in this chair any longer. I'm holding myself up with my arm right now. I don't know if it's so hard. It is genuinely a rock, this chair. But my chair is still in the swamp, and I can't for the life of me find something that isn't a hardwood chair, so stuck with this thing. I like the blue fine. It's very coarse also, so I've had to sit in my scarf. It's, you know, you can sit in a bad chair for a while, but then all of a sudden it becomes like susceptible for the side of the road, that's for sure. The Atlantic River, I got you. God, I can't believe I forgot the feathers. But anyways, I'm gonna skedaddle and sit out there with my mom. And, wow. So the colors that come, or that are in the center of the bucktails are useful as heck. I'm sure that's well known. It's a different texture. Like a slightly different texture. And, but it's got like a killer gradation. And like, this for crawfish, I mean, I don't have any experience with crawfish, but I come across patterns a lot, and this color, look here, looking ideal. This is the hot orange. Here's, I'm guessing, orange. But real stoked on that. Anyways, Hope y'all have a beautiful evening, because I'm gonna probably immediately start finishing the last of the like everyday tools, I guess, if you will, because my dad keeps his tools like in the middle of well, they're still there. My dad left his tools. Jesus Christ. I am like fully keeping my mind like hyper distracted at all times, because it's just the most unreal situation that I feel like I've said that so many times in the last few years that it's. But anywho's, life is intense a lot, and that is perfectly fine and normal and good. Oh, I remember what the crappie texture reminded me of also. The pictures of like the fake emerald tablets, that like texture. Like I think they're for tailing. Right on. Like okay, hold on. Yeah, yeah. Leaning back in this chair is totally fine until your tailbone gets the shock of its life. I can't wait to remember microscope. I have it, it's just at the other place. Because I'll be able to take. Oh, it's gonna be sweet. I never was really able to use it for anything other than looking at stuff. But not like as a tool, you know, it was more kind of like an activity. But they're all so different. I wish I could go into a store, because sometimes like the long, dry, raspy ones are ideal. Like I wish I had a lot more of that stuff. I have one bit of it in yellow. But for shrimp pieces is what I kept like thinking of. Oh, right on. Boom. I was wondering that in the beginning. I asked a few people, but I think couldn't find, yeah. Because sometimes too, like I don't know if this also would be ideal, because I think it would though, because it's like it feels like that. But some of them, like this one, has such a nice like strip of, you know, like a pattern to get. I keep forgetting what that material, here I can look it up. Ties flies. He tied one and he put the hook in the vise with his bare hands. The world really is changing. But what is that? Is it roe deer hair? Oh, okay, so no, it's the one before that. This is one of the most surreal looking flies I've ever seen. It almost looks like digital art or something. the peccary, because that has the like splotches on it. So when it's wrapped as bodies, like you get really random patterns. Every single time I see one used, it looks incredible. I have some. I haven't messed with it yet though. But that Kip Clip Springer. I said it. It's just that combination together because they're both super surreal looking. And together it's just like, man. But anyway, happy trails. Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, it's 5:30 in the morning here. Ooh, nice. I've been waiting for, okay. Oh man, I really gotta see the Crazy Charlies. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, sometimes end up cutting off, like, I didn't really think about that. Yeah, kip tail. I finally looked that up the other day because I had one little thing that was labeled kip tail. And since, like, all the variations in between, like, the same materials and stuff, it felt different enough to be not sure if it was, and just was something I forgot to look up for so long. And the other one, I forget, but the calf tail at Crazy Charlie's, I don't really want to see those. I love the Crazy Charlie's, like, a lot. I wish I knew how to fish them and, like, what would take them in my area, because I'm not the best with wrapping the mono wire or mono bodies, but I have, like, stretchy cord that has worked pretty dang well for me. I did one that was the, like, original pattern. Well, that's what the book said. I used this really old flash for the belly, or tail rather. Like a bait fish one, but the ones that are like everything. I like those patterns that are like impressionistic. Like, they don't imitate anything specifically, but they're so lifelike that, like, the fish will see what it's looking for in it, and it's really neat. Oh shit, right on. If you're on Discord or anything, what drives me nuts about, because I wish that the live chat, uh, like when I hit end stream, like it was there immediately, but it takes like 24 hours to show up again. Good morning indeed. Shrimp and bait fish. I was wondering about wet hackles and those perdigons, like in salt water. Like, because it seems like a lot of things, like a lot of the water column and lower water, oh shoot, please excuse me, I seem to like imitate either crustaceans or bait fish, like a vague either or situation. And some of them I really enjoy tying, and I'm Gotta fart around with them out there eventually. Eventually. But till then. It's wild to look something up these days and not have any information on it. And saltwater wet flies was one of them. Lift it and let it fall back down on the slack line. Oh, right on, Roger. Good morning from Florida. Also, Palm Beach County, to be exact. But yeah, but if you're on Discord or anything, because any bit of advice is worth more than gold, and I have been really lacking in, because like my old practice was like every day look at the day before stream's live chat to write down anything, and I can't even find that notebook now. I know I brought it. I have my other one, but I don't have like my rough notes. And yeah, I just have been falling out of everything, but understandably, I guess, or whatever. But man, life is real short, and like that every day it becomes the better thing to force myself out the door. But I guess, I don't know. Energy, man, it's hard to come across. Just have enough energy to like do I could take pictures or something. I don't even know how to present what I'm up against currently, but it's really just tedious stuff. I'm not like really complaining. It's mainly just a bunch of boxes and a bunch of inanimate objects, but like a lot, because it all needs organized. And fortunately, I'm the only one that can organize. I'm the only one that will organize it, I should say, not just throw it in a box. But anywho, gonna need, yeah. Anyway, happy trails. Yeah, I also, it's crazy. I feel like there's like that phenomenon and time going by faster, but then also like we must have switched paths in space or something, and like a type of like, or like in a quadrant where time is speeds things up or something, or as we are approaching the drain, like things are moving fast. I don't know. Because it melts. It's not like sand, it's like water. Once I come to think of it now. He used to always be civilized as sands, hourglasses, 90s music videos. But, yeah. Water. Be like water. Run out quick. No, just